All right, my name is Mike. I'm a SoCal stock as well as a CPP regular from back in the day. Just started pumping a little less than a year ago. Gotten rid of all my electros, just pump and one mech. So I fallen in love with the pump scene. I like the crowd, I like the people. They're just different than the normal crowd I used to play with.
And what are you shooting today, Mike?
Today I'm shooting my actual production Vector.
What's the serial
half
number?
block. I don't know, I can't find it. Because I think Robert has it underneath the top tube.
Did you buy it used or did you buy it straight from the website?
I bought it straight from the website. So this is a Black Friday special.
Cool.
Came in about 2 weeks ago.
Cool. And how many times have you used it so far?
I've used it twice. I used it for the whole day the first time out with it, and then I've now played it a second day with it.
And what are your thoughts so far? And what do you have to compare it to?
I have a 6.5 as far as a half lock. I've also owned a couple of T2s. I think it compares favorably. Now, I think the fit and finish can use a little bit of work. There's a little bit of polish that can be done on the guide rod. You can feel a little bit of funkiness on it, but I think nothing that a little bit of work can't take care of. I did notice that right now my top tube seems a little bit loose, so I'll probably pull that out later and Loctite it down. Probably use purple. I don't go crazy in blue Loctite. I know there's been an issue with the top tube bolts wearing on the bolt, but my bolt seems to be in really, really good shape. For 2 days of use, it's got one little scratch in it, so I've gotten really lucky with that.
That bolt is Delrin, right?
Yes, it is a Delrin bolt.
Looks like you're a matte or a flat black finish.
Yeah, the first batch of production guns, you didn't get a choice of color. I believe you can get them now, but this batch was all black. So it's got their 86 slider, which trigger action on this is extremely light, extremely precise. Auto trigger is excellent. Gun is extremely stable for being a small gun. I don't auto trigger a lot, but when you do, it is rock solid. I do know that on the production Vectors, Robert added some wings for the back end of the guide rods on both sides. Does seem to make a little bit of a difference in terms of keeping the guide rod nice and tight.
And how are you doing on a 13 CI today?
On a 13 CI, not having tuned the gun, it looks like I'm probably going to be about 200 shots on it, maybe 150. So it's not horrible, but I'm guessing a little bit of adjustments, you might be able to get it a little better.
Good for today, though, for
Yeah,
stock.
especially for stock day. I did play with the same setup, except with a 26 CI tank, and I normally carry about 150 paintballs out onto the field. I had zero issues with the 26 tank.
How do you feel about when you're auto triggering fast with this versus your 6.5?
I will say I think I like my full block auto triggers more, but versus the 6.5, I like this one over the 6.5.
Really? Why is that?
It just feels like there's less rocking on the gun. Now, it might be that I haven't played with my 6.5 in a while. That was my first pump marker, so I may need to bring it out and compare fresh, but this does feel better. It does feel a little bit more precise than a T2, but good marker for the money. I'm really happy with it.
How much was it on Black Friday?
Black Friday, this, because I already had a Pops, was $400 plus tax.
How do you feel about the regulator? Any trouble adjusting?
I have not had to adjust it. I've shot 2 different sizes of paint through it on multiple barrels. The only thing I've had to do is maybe a quarter turn on the ICS to adjust velocity. I have not had to touch the reg at all.
Cool. Awesome. Thanks, Mike.
You're welcome. Thank you.